What is going on, guys? Basco Show here, back to Shadow Legend. I haven't done a video in like 6 months, guys, but now that I'm done with the holidays, we jumped into the New Year's. I want to start making content for the raid. Even though I'm gonna be super busy with life, I hope I can start making content because I really miss making content. I want to help the community with the end game content. So what I'll be talking about in the next days, I'm gonna try and upload 14 videos about all these factions, the hard mode, where you can see I just got 945 stars and I can claim Polara, but I'm gonna wait the champion chase, I guess. So in this video, I'm not gonna focus as much on getting the 3 stars. I want to focus on just beat the stages, use brute force, get to stage 21 and make a team that can farm stage 21 or stage 20, and then you're gonna start getting those legendary glyph and you can start upgrading your gear, and eventually you're gonna get to where you need to 3-star everything. There are some stages like this one here, don't land any wicked, it's gonna be so annoying, or stages like stage 20 where you have to keep your champion with 75% HP. You just need like 3 champion bosses set, so you can do it. You just need to have patience, so don't worry about it too much. It took me a long time before I started focusing on getting Polara, especially since they introduced the space at the free removal gear. That's when I started pushing, but before I was stuck and I didn't have the resources to get to 945 stars. So this is the team that I'm gonna use. I'm gonna actually show you all my teams quickly. So you can see that I use demons here. It's a very stock up team, but all you need for the wave is Carnage. He can solo the with his damage the waves. The high health is probably one of my favorite team. I'm using 2 epic nukers, and I can't wait to showcase this team. It's probably one of my favorite. Undead, I'm using 4 fusion champions and Sifi, so not much to say about this team. Fabian can strip the boss, lock the waves, and I'm using Vlad for the waves and the rotos, sort of kill the boss. I'm gonna showcase the SYLVAN in this video. I have 2 epics at +4, 5-star blaze, 6-star blaze. They're gonna be the main source of damage, and spoiler alert, Ruella does a lot of damage as a nuker, so if you wanna change your build, check out this video when I'm gonna showcase that damage. And then I got 1 fusion. Pedro was hero path champions, I believe, and Elva can be obtained. I think it was a guarantee with Sacred, but it's also part of some promo, so hopefully you go here because you sort of need block debuff for this boss. Shadow King, I have these 4 support here that are amazing. Not much to say about this faction, I'm stocked up. But in this slot here as a nuker, you can use Ninja or other like Harima, even Tetsuya. I was using Tetsuya, but then I decided to use Leo. But yeah, not much to say about this. I don't need the Reviver. I'm gonna showcase this tomorrow, and it's a very fun team, like crazy damage. Barbarians, all you need is Armans and Thor. Thor does the waves and Armas control them. So, and then you have some support for the boss. Bannerlord is probably the hardest faction till now. I still struggling to do full auto stage 21. I still need to upgrade some pieces and get maybe my speed higher. I'm gonna showcase this team, but I can tell you right now that Raglan as a reviver is MVP here, and Michelangelo for the damage. Lizardman, I have Shagur, 6-star Blessy, is an amazing damage dealer and he literally destroyed the waves. And this epic here is gonna allow you to get through Tetsuya on the second wave. Without him, I wouldn't be able to get to the boss every single time. So I'm gonna showcase the synergy between this team. It's one of my favorite team as well. And then we got the orcs that I was able to do it only thanks to these 2, the synergy between these 2, the counters, and also I got lucky with the 6-star blessing, and also Zargala, they help with the damage for the waves. Sacred Order is one of my hardest faction as well. I don't know if I would have done it without Sig, to be honest. against the boss, Sig goes into reviver mode and he stays as a reviver. So I have 3 revivers and then Shamel does the damage. So it's a very slow fight, but it's the only way I can do this boss right now. Skinwalkers, I can showcase this today because it's open. Not much to say. Razorby, one of my best damage dealer, and he singly destroyed the waves, and then at the boss it's just Marius and him doing the damage, and I got 2 revivers to revive my champions. Dark Elves, I'm using Eva and Vizier for the damage. Not much to say about this. It used to be one of the hardest faction, but once I regear those 2 champions, it's sort of very easy. I need to target the enemies though. I have to manually target the enemy, but apart from that, it's very smooth stage for me. We got the 9 Renevan. Not much to say about this as well. Basically, a slow George is able to do a lot of damage thanks to the Med Hera, and also I got 2 amazing support nurses for backup damage, so not much to say about this. But you can use Embrace. Obviously Embrace is amazing for this stage as well, so I don't think you really need a nuker if you have Embrace, but I not using Embrace as much yet. And the dwarf, I have these 2 champions, Tundra and Tolin, that are built in a special way. I'm gonna showcase this in a couple of days. I'm gonna show you how I get this team to work with a special build on these 2 champions. And then on the Ogrins, I gotta be honest, Gizmak carried the hell out of this stage. Without Gizmak, I don't know if I would be able to do a full auto stage 21. He's an amazing champion and I'm gonna showcase, and I can't do much about it, like, honestly. But if you've done the latest fusion, which was Cross, so maybe the one before that, that champion can get you through the wave because you have the block active skill plus the bomb. So hopefully you guys have done that fusion. Okay, let me jump into the stats first, and then I'm gonna showcase the stage, and then I'm gonna showcase the build. So first of all, I want to make sure that you guys understand that to do this, you need the faction wars all max out. So you see here I got 80 out of 80. You need this. So every time you see my speed, you're gonna think that I have 20 extra speed, and then 80 accuracy, 80 resistance, you know, all the attack and defense in your defense, etc., and 30% critical damage. So make sure you remember this. And so when you see the speed of Elva at 335, that means I got 315. So this is a build on Elva, 76,000 HP, 3000 defense, over 300 speed, and 526 resistance. So you need to be over 500 to start resisting debuff. Trying to have your support, especially the one that need to place block debuff against the boss, is important that you get block debuff out straight away. Yeah, 335 speed, and then over 3000 defense and as much HP as possible. And then we go Emic. Emic is building bolster set, 110,000 HP, 2000 defense, 284 speed. And I have to change the accuracy. I need to drop the accuracy a little bit and increase the resistance. I'm going to do that next time. And I'm going to show you the other support champion, Pedro, 54,000 HP, 3500 defense, 350 speed, because I use it in the Fire Knight team, and 524 resistance. Good to have resistance because we have Hegemon on these waves, and you want to make sure that Pedro or Elva can clean the debuff that they place. And then we got Deity, that is probably the main damage dealer because he does AoE attack, and we have 7,300 attack, 256 speed, and 371 critical damage. Trying to be over 300 with accuracy, even a little bit more than 300, because he plays increased accuracy in himself, but you need to have 300 something to be able to place the debuff with the increased accuracy. So it's a stock up build, and I also have to explain that in order to do this stage in full auto without failing a lot, I need to have a cut gaze on him. Okay, so I just place a cut gaze on him, and it's gonna stay on him the whole time because I don't want to swap it up and lose material. So Deity needs, for my build, it needs a cut gaze. If you don't want to place the cut gaze, you need to increase the attack, maybe more speed and more critical damage. Ruella, like I mentioned, is an amazing nuker. He has very high multiplier, and I have found this build for her that is gonna always stay on her, 7,000 attack, 295 speed, 298 critical damage. So it's not the best, you know, the ratio between attack and critical damage, but for the speed and for the fact that this is not, like, you know, my best merciless set, is good enough. That is also is a merciless set, and this set is on him the whole time. I don't change my builds on faction wars anymore. I have every champion geared up with that gear. I have so many merciless sets that I build these days, and I did this because I didn't want to gear my champions, re-gear my champion for faction war. Alright, let's start the first key, and I'm just gonna showcase that on this specific stage I need to just kill Narses first, because otherwise he's just gonna take a turn eventually and kill a couple of my champions, and I'll only have a single revive champion. But yeah, once we kill him at the start with Ruella, they're literally melting with the A2, the triple hit. Oh, I might actually die in this one. Yeah, I'm dead. Okay, lol. Let's do it again. Maybe I'm gonna target him as well. So you target Narses, you kill him straight away, and then you basically target him in case. Oh, we got the weak hit on him. We didn't get the double hit from Dahiti. It happened, you know. Let's see if we can kill him before he takes a turn. Can we kill him? Okay, we did. Yeah, I think now he's fine, because she revived the wrong champion. She didn't revive Narses. And we can die because we have SYLVAN. If someone dies, not the end of the world. So it's fine. And when we get on the second wave, and I can't remember who I have to tag. I think I need to target him. Okay, so let's have a look. So we cleanse the Hegemon debuff. And now we're gonna try and kill him as soon as possible, and then we target him. But we got the taunt anyway, so yeah, we can't do anything unless Deity steals the block damage. Okay, we should be fine. Once we kill him, it's pretty easy, because it's the one that does the most damage. He's the most annoying champion. But yeah, we are good now. We got shield, we got healing, we got the double, well, Deity and its damage. And when we are the boss, there is not much the boss can do. You know, we do tons of damage with our epics and the 6-star blessing or 5-star blessing, and then we got the unkillable now. So even if we do heaps of damage, we're not gonna die basically. Okay. Now I did because I took an extra turn and I lost the unkillable, but it's fine. I can just revive him with Elva. Okay. Or sometimes Deity could have steal that the reflect damage, because he has a chance on the 1. Okay. We lost both our nuke, but it's fine. Just gonna, you know, be a few more turns. And let's see, I'm gonna redo it again and showcase that sometimes he goes very smooth with the boss. We steal the reflect damage. Oh, we're okay. Let's see. Yeah, we got the unkillable. We cleanse. Here we go. Done. So I'll do it again, and then I'm gonna show you the build. And like I was explaining, target Narses, target the champion, because they can be the only one that can kill your entire team. And once you've done that, you should be fine. Let's see. He hasn't taken a turn yet. First he does this kill, he's still your turn meter, and then you should be able to kill him. Let's have a look. Okay, dead. Perfect. And then we're gonna get the revive with Elva next wave, I believe, because we had the block after skill. Okay, no, we did a weak hit, so perfect, even better. And here, like I explained, target this champion because it's the most annoying one at the start. And let's Deity should kill him if he gets a turn. Okay, not yet. We got a lot of damage. Okay, let's have a look. Like the bomb. We have the taunt, so we have to attack him. Yes, like, you know, it's not always the same. Like, there is a lot of things that can go wrong, but overall, with 3 support like Amy, Elva, and Patrick, you can eventually make a comeback, you know, by healing and reviving and stuff like that. Okay, we stole the block damage, amazing. And this let's see if we can get a clean kill of the boss without dying too much. Okay, let's see if we can steal the reflect damage now with the 1. Okay, no, maybe I can give the relic that steal the buff to one of those champions. Let's have a look. We still got the unkillable going. Let's have a look. Extra turn, bam, bam. Perfect. So the boss was the easiest part here. It was just the second wave was a bit tricky. But yeah, I showcased that with a bit of pressure you can do it. At the end of the day, this is the hardest stages of one of the hardest content in the entire game. And the fact that I'm doing it with 2 epics with not my best merciless is not bad. Okay, let's start with the fastest champion, Padraig. So we got him in 9-piece protection because I use him like that in the Fahrenheit. So I want to keep everybody with the same gear. I remember when I was trying to get through the other stage with 3 stars, I was building in a fast bolster set, but now it's gonna stay in this build. And these are the total stats. So 9-piece protection is gonna help the nukers to bring the extra damage with the buff, and then you always place increased attack on the damage dealers every single turn. With relics we got the Inferno Sphere, and the only reason why is because it gave me 51 resistance that I need to get the right resistance, which is over 500. And then I also got the gem that can give me more resistance. I'm fully booked Phantom Touch because I use him in the Fahrenheit, and these are the mastery. I haven't finished them yet. I eventually will, because now that I complete all the factions, I can start finishing masteries for my legendary champion. I was focusing on epics and all the champions that I needed for the high elves, the dark elves, and the Bannerlord. So this is the build on Patrick. Now we got Emic here building Borses set, and then just pieces that can give me accuracy or speed, as you can see. So these are the total stats without the faction wars bonuses. And then relics, I might try and get this relic here because I got some spare ones. So let me go and give this one to him as well. I might leave it up on like a 1-star level 2, and I'm just gonna pop some gems in it. Actually, I'm just gonna leave it like that. So let's give him this one. Now I got a 15% chance to remove the reflect damage. It might help speed up the run, but it's not the end of the world. Fully booked with the Lightning Cage Blessing. This blessing is more for like Hydra or for Arena, but I'm not using in Hydra and Arena anymore. And these are the masteries on him, very old masteries. You don't really need a mastery, you just need to place it unkillable at the boss. Now we go Elva. Elva is built in untouchable gear. So we got the block debuff for 2 turns, and this is gonna make sure that I'm never gonna get the block active skill with the 3%. And basically I'm always gonna cleanse the decreased attack, the block active skill from the edge on the second wave. So no regeneration, just protection and untouchable gear. We got the regeneration with the golden elixir level 12. These are the gems that I'm using. And then we got fully booked 1-star nourish. Basically we are healing a little bit extra with the continuous heal. And these are the masteries on here. I think I've done these masteries because I actually needed to do the faction war stages, I think, because usually I never complete the masteries. The fact that I complete, I might have bought this mastery. Actually I probably spent 800 gems because I was in a hurry. And now let's talk about the nukas. I'm gonna go with Deity Fair. So this is the Merciless on Deity. This set is always gonna be on him. And these are the pieces if you wanna check them out. I don't have much speed on these pieces. This is the gauntlet, a rare gauntlet, and then I got these very good pieces of critical damage. I got HP Ascension here, attack and critical rate. And then I got a Slayer ring and 2 Merciless accessories. So this is the build. These are the total stats without the Faction War bonuses. So 7000 attack, 236 speed, 241 critical damage, and I got a cut gaze at level 12 that is needed. Without the cut gaze I wasn't be able to kill like the Narses or the Bomb Mythical Champion. That's why I need the cut gaze, and these are the gems that I'm using. Fully booked with Nature Wrath 5 stars, so you get more damage during the second wave because I'm gonna land debuff on the first wave. And these are the mastery. They have to be completed because I was trying to get as much damage as possible. And I also got lasting gaze, so you had a chance to extend it, increase attack and increase accuracy on him. And now the last one is the build on Ruella. So Ruella, I don't have any masteries. Lol. So this is the build on her. I have 6-piece Merciless again. So this is the pieces. This is a very good piece. Another strong piece but no speed. This is an amazing speed with triple roll on speed, critical rate, and then I got this good piece. I'm missing attack percentage. I also need to get the proper ascension, but I think I'm gonna stick to HP because with HP I can survive in case the enemy takes some turns. So I got HP here and attack right here with a lot of speed. These are the accessory. They are not fully upgraded yet. I don't think I got any better unless I popped some pieces recently. 5-star, unfortunately 5-star amulet with HP. I need to also glyph those pieces, and then an accuracy banner with attack that need to be glyphed as well. So there is still work to be done to these gears. So these are the total stat: 6700 attack, 275 speed, 268 critical damage. So I can get to 300 critical damage if I get the right ascension, the right the C-star piece here, and also if I get the mastery done, because we can get more critical damage here, I can get more critical damage here. So there is a lot of this I can do, but right now it's working. I don't feel like I need to waste energy to do the mastery because I'm already doing the job. He's more deity, they need to do more damage because he does AoE damage. She one-shot Narses without masteries. I got the Aridi Coronet because she does a lot of debuff, and these are the gemstones that I'm using on her. This gemstone is amazing because you do multi-hit skill, and then this other gem, you get more accuracy when an enemy resists the debuff. We are fully booked. We're not gonna use this skill. I think I blocked this skill. I'm just gonna focus on the A2 and the A1. They triple hit and they both hit very hard. Crush your rank 6-star +4, and like I said, no mastery. So this is the team, guys. Not much to say about it. It's a kind of friendly team. You could use Cryodan if you need to CC the waves. You can also use the Leminisi if you need a good nuka. She's actually very strong. Or Cowlight. I was using this champion at the start, but then Ruella 6-star blessing +4 out damage him by a lot. And also Bala is another champion that could have been good because you place poison on the boss, but you can see how I can just out damage the boss if I get the unkillable myself. I'm gonna show you the preset because I feel like I didn't showcase them. Make sure you don't go too fast on the way, so open up with this, for example, and block it, so you're gonna use it on the next wave. And then at the boss, prioritize this skill, the A1, to remove the reflect damage, and then use the A2 and then the A3. You're gonna get the extra 2 when you use the A2, so you're gonna get the extra 2 and then you're gonna use this, and then you're gonna use probably A2 again or A1. Elva is gonna block the A2. You're gonna use it against the Hegemon on the second wave, and then focus on this skill against the boss, the A2, because you need to protect your champion from the debuff. Aiming is gonna block everything on wave 1. You're gonna use the shield on wave 2 and then block it, and then you're gonna use killable and shield at the boss. Patrick is gonna use the A3 to boost the speed and the turn meter, and then keep the ally attack. Select the enemy that you wanna kill with the ally attack. At the second wave, we're gonna do the same thing, and then against the boss, we're gonna do the same thing. So boost your team and then do the ally attack. And Ruella, we're gonna use just the A2 against the Narcissus, then some A1, block the A3. Do the same things on wave 2, block the A3, and also open and block the A2, and then priority number 1 on the A2, because that's the skill that does the most damage. Also plays these 3 debuff. So guys, I showcase everything. Let me know what you guys think. So obviously the gear requirement to do this in sort of full auto with a bit of target, it's not easy. If you don't have the gear, make sure you get the best piece of gear from all your champions, you combine them and you gear those champions, then you gear them, you do the stages, and then you swap the gear back. This can be the only chance. But if you want to know what you need to have the set gear on the champion the whole time, this is the set that I'll show you, especially from the nukers, to be able to kill them. Deity is the MVP AoE damage, but he needs a cut case unless you want to give him a better merciless. So guys, let me know in the comment section what you think. Drop a like to support the channel, subscribe if you're new, and to not miss the next upload. Until then, stay safe and I'll catch you soon. See ya.